Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Life on the Hill. Today, like I promised in the last one, I wanted to do a quick little update and talk a little bit about this product here that you're seeing behind me. I use this for screening. It was a product called Incognito from Domain Outdoors. So when I knew I was going to plant some food plots and I was going to have this large field in primarily food, I knew that I was going to need to have some sort of screening option. Like I mentioned earlier, I have had originally in year one tried to plant some switchgrass, but I didn't do well enough with weed control, so the switchgrass died out. And so after lots of research, I ended up settling on this product from Domain Outdoors called Incognito. So it comes in this nice little jar. So the jar actually doesn't weigh a lot, so it doesn't cost much in shipping. And then two, the jar actually goes a little further than what you think. I think I bought either 3 or 4 of these tubs or jars, whatever you want to call them. And I use them sparingly to basically, in year one here, well, in the first year of actually food plotting, I just kind of divided it down in the middle. And you'll be able to see that in the drone footage, how I just sort of divided it in half. Basically, you can use screening for a lot of things. It's good for creating edges. It's good for helping you access, to and from your tree stand. There's a plethora of reasons why you need screening. One of the reasons why I wanted to use it and split this field in half essentially was so that, you couldn't stand on one side of the field, look across, and then immediately know what was on the other side. So I wanted to break that up a little bit. In my case, it was actually very beneficial here, and I do like the placement of this. I was actually able to help move deer, or at least control the movement to a degree with the way that they move through the property. I've got certain little breaks here. Got a break right here in the middle. There were always deer running through here, so that was helpful. Because anytime you can create certain areas for deer to move through, rather than, if they've got 18 options versus 3 or 2 options, obviously it's easier to hunt the 2 options than it would be the 18 option. But this stuff right here was really cool because it boasted that it would get 6 to 7 feet tall in year one, which, like I said, it is an annual, so this isn't going to come back. And this is late December here in Tennessee, and a lot of it has fallen down. Some of it's been trampled down. The wind has beat it down, and just the weather in general. But I mean, it did a fantastic job the entire hunting season. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna bush hog this down to ground level, and then I will slowly start frost seeding my switchgrass, so that basically come springtime, that seed has, hopefully worked its way into the dirt because of the freezing and the thawing, and then it'll be viable once it gets to a certain temperature, which I think is about 55 degrees for germination. But it should also protect it just a little bit as far as it's not bare soil. I should have a pretty good stand of switchgrass in place of this Incognito. If you plant switchgrass and it takes and it grows the way that it's supposed to, that should grow for, 10 years or so. So it's a little more permanent as far as your screening is concerned. But with the beauty of this annual product is you can do it one way one year. If you didn't like the placement, or it didn't quite do what you thought it would, or anything like that, it's okay. No harm, no foul. You had 1 year of it, and you can either change the way you did it for next year, or you just basically you know what not to do. Or in my case, it worked out really well, and so I'm basically going to replace most of it with switchgrass. I was very pleased with this product, and I will buy some more so that I can use it in different scenarios next year and moving forward as well. But as you can see, when you get down here at deer level, you really can't see through it that well. Now, I've not got it very thick. I shot some footage back in the spring of when I actually planted this, and I just literally planted it by hand. And so this is only about 8, some places 10 feet wide. There's a little bit of variance because I scattered it with my hands. So it's not that wide, but when it was green and when it was all alive and thriving, it was very thick and you really couldn't see through it very well. So it did its job. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hope to get the switchgrass probably about twice as thick as that. And with that, hopefully it will really deter deer from moving through it and using the access ways and the holes that I've got cut out for the desired movement for me. But anyway, that's pretty much gonna do it for this one this week, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing. I've got a lot more things I would really like to get on this channel and a lot of plans for this property. But anyway, like I said, thanks for stopping by Life on the Hill. We'll catch you in the next one.